Do you have a goal in mind and you just aren't sure if it's going in the right direction? If that's the case, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Kady, and I help people that are searching for what their purpose is and making sure that they are on the right path, align with their spirit guides, their higher self, to help give them the clarity and the direction that they are seeking so that they can live a conscious life. Instead of living in the dark, navigating one step at a time, not sure if you're taking the right step, you can actually start to take steps confidently, knowing that you are being guided in the right direction. One thing I want to share with you is last week I was going through this myself. I was questioning, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right decision with the different aspects of my business? And I was asking my guides this. 2 days in a row, I got a green feather. Now, I'm not going to go get the green feather right now because I'm actually in the kitchen and I'm baking a zucchini bread. So my partner, his cousin, brought over some freshly grown vegetables from her garden, and one of them was this massive zucchini. And when you have a massive zucchini, it's better to bake with it rather than actually cook with it. So I'm making zucchini bread, and I'm not going to get the feathers now, but I will actually put them up here in the video. You'll see these feathers. We have wild parrots in the area, and so for the last 6 years, I ask all the time, can I please get a green feather? I love these green feathers. They are so beautiful. Can I please get one? So in 4 years' time, I got 3 green feathers. This last week, I was asking my guides for some confirmation on where I'm going with my business and different direction I'm going. I got 2 green feathers 2 days apart from each other, or one after another. So within 2 days, I got 2 green feathers, different places, not the same place at all. I was like, thank you, guides. Guess what, guys? On the 3rd day, I'm walking and I'm thinking about my business. I'm thinking about where I'm going, the new direction. And this little white feather out of nowhere just floats right down in front of me. I asked my guides, is that for me? Yes. Same message as the green feather. A green feather means prosperity, new direction, strength, new opportunity, and new beginnings. The same message for the white floating feather. Prosperity, strength, new opportunities. It's coming together. And my guides are guiding me along the way. So I'm going to be making this bread. And what I want to do is share a little bit about my message from this story and how it may relate to you. So one of the things I'm frustrated with my guides is asking them, like, you're telling me to focus on the outcome that I want, yet I'm also hearing surrender from you. Which is it? So I'm putting, this is coconut oil that I'm putting in, and I just mixed up some eggs as well. And then this is going to be date syrup that I'm putting into. I'll put links to all of the products that I use. Again, this is a healthy bread. This is not your typical bread. I like to make things as healthy as possible. As a spiritual medium, the cleaner I eat, the better it is for my connection with the guides. So this is a date syrup. I tend to like to make my own date syrup, but I didn't have time today. So I wanted to make this bread today. And so I'm using, again, this date syrup here that's already pre-made. So I'm asking my guides, so you want me to focus on my goal. You want me to, I literally write things down twice a day, morning and night. And I'm like, you want me to focus on it, yet you want me to surrender it. You keep telling me surrender. What do you mean by this? And so then when they showed me, yes, you're on track. Don't worry, you don't need to freak out, but keep moving forward. They say, it's not about letting go of what you want. It's about letting go of how it comes together. Trust that it's either this or something better. If you hold on to what you expect the outcome to be, it's like holding on with your fist so tight and there's no breathing room. There's no capability for us to get in and help make this come to life the way that you want it to come, but the way that we see is better for your life purpose. If you have your hands open, we can access it and we can work with you and we can mold it like it's clay. So now I'm going to mix the dry, and I got this is a cup of almond flour. I have 2 cups of ground oats, so I created my own oat flour. And then in this I have the baking soda, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and salt. I think I have, but let me show you too one thing. I use this salt. Again, I will put links in the description below. I love this salt for cooking as well as baking. And my nutmeg and spices I get from my mom and dad's spice shop up in Northern California. I can drop the link to their spice shop below, but I have cinnamon that's super fresh, as well as I have Alice's apple pie blend, and this is my grandmother's blend. There's cardamom, nutmeg, and clove and cinnamon blend. It's a beautiful blend. I absolutely love it. I love a lot of spice, that warm fall spice flavor I absolutely love. So I'm gonna just mix this in the dry, combine it all in together. So as they're saying, you have to just trust, you have to let go of how it's gonna come together and what is actually gonna come together, and know that it's gonna be what you're asking for or something better. If you hold on too tight, you're not going to necessarily get it. So you're going to have to release and trust in this, just like baking this bread. I'm not necessarily following the recipe to a T, because you know what, I'm going to add something else. I'm going to add a little protein powder into this recipe as well. So this is actually, I'll add 1 scoop of protein to add a little extra protein into our breads today. So I'm not following it to a T, but I am kind of keeping guidelines with what the recipe is. I like to just add different ingredients in, especially with my baking. I know most people need to follow to a T, but I don't bake normally. I have a lot of recipes where I don't use typical ingredients. So this one, I just added a little extra protein powder in, again, to give us a little extra protein in our diets. When you're wanting something in your life and you're focused on it and you're not allowing it to take form how it's supposed to, you may not be ready for what actually may come into your life. So your guides could actually be protecting you in this process. At the same time, you may ultimately not want that. I will tell you, with some of my clients that I work with, they may want something, and then after a few weeks of working with me, they don't want it. Their desires for things change, and they just don't. I'm shaving in some of the nutmeg now. Their desires change in their life. So maybe they wanted a specific car, and then after a few weeks of working with me and really connecting with their soul and why they're here, that may shift. That happened to me. I used to be all about driving really nice cars and having a really beautiful home and stuff. And it's not that I don't want those things. They're just not as important to me as they used to be. So sometimes in life we have to take a detour to evolve, to grow. And I will tell you that from my own experience and a lot of my clients' experience, when they take those detours, they're grateful they took that detour, because they changed and they grew and they have a different perspective on their life. So in those moments, if you are in the middle of a time that maybe is not in like feeling your best, trust that maybe you're on that detour for a reason, and you need to evolve and grow to get to the next phase and next stage of where you're supposed to be going. So my message for you today is to not focus on your current circumstance, but on the outcome that you want to bring into your life. And as you're doing that, ask your guides for signs, ask them for confirmation to help you keep you on that path. Also trust that you don't need to know the how of how it's going to come together and what will actually come together. It will be that what you want or something better, and trust that. Release, let go, and let the guides guide you. If you take 1 step towards the guides, they will take the next 10 steps towards you to help guide you along your journey. That's a quote from Joseph Campbell. I hope that this was a helpful message for you today. And once I get this bread baked, I'll show you the end result. Hopefully it turned out. Again, I did kind of veer off the path, so we'll see how it turns off. Sometimes veering off the path turns into beautiful things. Sometimes it turns into life lessons. We don't know until we do it. So I will keep you posted. If you're looking to work with somebody to help bring you some clarity on the path that you're currently on, if it's the right path, how to connect with your spirit guides so you know how to work with them and communicate with them so you are getting the confirmation, just like I did with the green feathers and the white feather. If that's something you're interested in, book a session with me. I would love to connect with you and help you connect with your spirit guides and bring you clarity on the path that you're supposed to be on. Okay, so to follow up with the actual finished product of the bread. But first I want to say I am so sorry I recorded the first part of this video, the majority of this video, in the wrong format. I did vertical rather than horizontal. So I am sorry. Next time I do any sort of demonstration or cooking video while I'm teaching, I'll make sure to have it set up correctly. But the finished product, the bread, the zucchini bread, healthy zucchini bread at that, turned out incredible. It was so good, you guys. I just want you to see it. It's delicious, it's fresh, it's moist. I did not wring out the zucchini to get out the extra water. I actually really like that moistness to use it to make my bread as moist as possible. Excellent bread, not too sweet. I highly recommend that you try it. The recipe is in the description below, as well as I put links to the products that I use if it's something that you want to try my products. I do want to make note that this product, this salt, I love to bake with and cook with. However, on Amazon, they've changed the packaging, but two, they don't have the fine grain. They have the flake salt, which is great. I absolutely love flake salts for finishing off meals or having them out when I'm having dinner parties and whatnot. But the fine grain you definitely want for baking. And so I found the next best, which is what I would use, is their pink Himalayan salt. This salt, the flake salt brand, is one that I trust. I've been using for years. I absolutely love this product. So check it out on Amazon. And third, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. That helps me create more content for you and other people that are seeking clarity and stability and confidence in this time that is so uncertain. So please like my videos, as well as subscribe to my channel if you want some more information of my own life lessons, my own learnings in my own spiritual journey that I'm sharing with you, so that you can relate it to your own life and help you again gain that clarity that many of us are seeking right now. That stability to help us navigate these times. So I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this zucchini bread. Please share in the comments below if you make it, and if you liked it, if you changed anything to it. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it, as well as the lesson of us setting our goals, setting our intention, and then letting it go and not worrying about the how it will come together, or how it has to come out together perfectly, trusting that spirit, our spirit team, our higher self, is going to bring it together for what we want or something better. That is where we are at. That it's not going to disturb us. It's actually for our best interest of whatever comes together. And it may be a derailment to have a little life lesson, so that again we can grow and evolve, so that we will be aligned for what it is that we want. Thank you guys. Have a great day.